How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, right? Guys, let's get into the video today. I'm going to try to make this short, sweet, to the point. Let's go ahead and look at our favorite stocks and see where they currently are. I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit better for the T+2, especially whenever you're looking at something like Sundial, right? As we know, Sundial had a huge run on Friday, and I'm curious to see where they're going to end up tomorrow. If they have, well, and I'll talk about Sundial in a second, but let's go and just start with Progenity, right? So Progenity right now, they've kind of been downward trending, I mean, extremely microscopically in the last, just 10 days, 10 overall days, not 10 trading days, but we can see over here is kind of the last day that it was really like green, or back here, I guess it would be 15%. So if we start over here, and this is on the 5th, it's currently the 15th. It was down 2%, it was up 0.5%, down 3%, up 3%, down 11, almost 12%, and then down 4% again. Currently in the pre-market, it is up 3%, but realistically, it's kind of been downward trending. So I just want to get a pulse check on Progenity, see what's going on, and make sure it's not a dead cat, right? So let's take a look over here at Progenity. We can see let's put the free float on loan, and we can see over here, free float on loan is, oh my gosh, is it at the all-time high? It did. It's at an all-time high right now. Incredible. So that means the shares on loan is at an all-time high as well. And that's perfect. So that's what I want to see whenever I'm invested in this stock is, okay, do the shorts cover? They're still in here. What's going on? Is the play still happening? And this is the confirmation bias that I need. Now, granted, take Overtext data with a grain of salt, of course, but currently it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and just respect the information, of course, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to go ahead and just take it for what it is at face value, right? We can see the utilization all the way up here at 99.89%, which is perfect. Free float on loan is 53.02%. It's just all the stars are aligning. These cost to borrows are ridiculously crazy high. This is a short interest is nice and high. So this stock is, in my opinion, primed and ready to go. I'm taking my position, I'm holding my position, and I'm sitting pretty. I will not be adding to my position unless it dips under maybe $2.50 or something. That's about where I got in. And so I feel good with my position right now since I'm up. I do want to see this hold above $3 and stay. I know we kind of had a little dip to about, oh my gosh, is this a low of 286? But looks like it was a bear trap so far in the pre-market. Hopefully it holds above that $3 and I'll be feeling really good. All right, let's hop over to the next one. I'm talking about BBIG. And so take a look over here at BBIG. This one is also, so this one is not an all-time high quite yet. So we are T+2. Let's go and see where we are with the so the T+2 was right here, up 3% on the day, and then the next day is going to be down 2%. So I'm curious to see where it ends up tomorrow. I would not be surprised in the least bit if these shares on loan or free float on loan are at an all-time high, which is exactly what I want to see. I personally don't think it's going to get much lower. I really personally don't think it's going to go under $4. And if it does, I'd be pretty surprised. I would add my position if it goes under $4, because I don't think it'll hold there very long. So I'm really liking the BBIG chart a whole lot. It's a huge thing for me right now. Something I did want to talk about, I found a new option strategy that I am extremely interested in. I'm gonna talk about it in a future, probably in the next video. I'm probably gonna record it after this one. But I mean, just ridiculous upside. So we'll talk about that at a later time though. But so this one is just looking primed and ready to go. Utilization 99.38%. I mean, cost of borrows are high. The short interest of the free float is high. This stock, and I really don't think it's going to go any lower. So I'm really looking forward to this stock, the movement. I think it'll probably be happening relatively soon if I were to completely guess. But these guys are running out of ammo to short the stock. And so I don't think it's going to last much longer at all. Let's over to Smile Direct Club. The reason I'm talking about this one today is because we see over here, these guys are trending upward again, back to an all-time high. They recently had, I'm not sure what the cause of this gap down was, but essentially they went from, about $5 to, $4. And so I'm very curious to know what happened with this stock. I'm not really following like the actual particulars of the company and what's going on. I'm more so just looking at the data. I'm analytics focused rather than looking at like, and I know there's a bunch of other things like sentiment, or not sentiment, but what is, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but whenever they're like news or something, if there's some kind of the fundamentals of the company, I'm mostly looking at these stats and seeing if there's a play that I can make off of them, right? And based on these stats, it looks like, you know, utilization at 98.93%, and so they're running out of ammo very soon. Cost of borrows are pretty high. Short interest is the same as a BBIG and PROG, which I'm bullish on. And the free float on loan, even if it's like not an all-time high, which is currently not, it's still at 53%, which is over half the stock, over half the free float is on loan, which is pretty crazy. So all-time high being 57.23%, currently at 53. I'm bullish on this, especially with this gap down. I'm going to continue to watch this and see what happens. I'd like to see this continue to go to an all-time high. And maybe I'll take a position, or I don't know if I have a position in this one. I don't think I do, but I may consider it if it goes to an all-time high and this stays nice and low. All right, let's talk about Sundial really quick. So I'm gonna go over here to the chart for Sundial because Sundial is really crazy. So Sundial over here, this is the one, you know, hesitation kills me because I hesitated on this stock. I was probably gonna get in around under 70 cents. And of course it went up from 70 cents to 92 cents, you know, actually went all the way to 96 cents, but I was going to get an option in here and I really missed out because now the implied volatility is high and it's going to be, you know, not as profitable as I would have liked if I would have gotten early before it was super volatile, before it had its run. So on Friday, it was up 29.82%. Right now in the the pre-market, it is currently up 1.71%. I'm curious to see if this is going to continue to run. I would expect some kind of retracement, but I'm just going to wait on this one. If it has another green day, it'll reset my T+2. But realistically, I was hoping, you know, I was planning for some kind of retracement for today. I guess it could still happen, but if it doesn't retrace, or if it does retrace today, and tomorrow the shares on loan is still like at an all-time high or something, I think I'm going to take my position. Before the run, it wasn't at an all-time high, and so it's at 20.65%. So T+2 will be tomorrow, and if this is at a new all-time high, I may take a position in Sundial. They're just extremely heavily shorted. They've been heavily shorted at all-time high for a while now. Back in mid-October, they were, you know, or I guess early October, they were all-time highs, retraced just a little bit, but really off of nothing here. But it's all already back in an all-time high. If this continues to go up, I think I'm going to take a position. And you know, this is one of those stocks where you can take a position for an option for a whole year out, and you'll be super profitable. If it goes up a little bit. I mean, like 2.5 times your money. Easily, rather than, you know, doubling your money. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I would love to take my position, but if I missed it, then I'm not gonna. I may chase. It depends on how the numbers look over time. Maybe it'll settle down and the free float on loan will continue to go back up, but I'm gonna wait here. And last but definitely not least, I do want to talk about ATER. I'm pretty bullish on ATER. You know, the chart, as we talked about many times, is confusing me. It looks like it's heading back up, this free float on loan. I'm not sure, again, what caused this to go down without any kind of catalyst that I'm aware of. And now it looks like it's just going back up. I'm not sure if there's a calibration issue, misinformation whenever it comes to reporting, or what happened here, but something is just off. And I just want to continue to follow it until I figure out what happened. Even the utilization is down. Like it's just, or I guess it's trending back up, down a little bit today, but it's having some crazy jumps. It went from 88% to 83%, just really not making much sense to me. So I don't know. But that is what I have for you guys. I just want to do a quick pulse check on these stocks. I will be following up tomorrow for a T+2 update on Sundial especially, and we'll see which way that goes. All right. So you guys have a fantastic day. Catch you later. Peace.